Well, the Big Apple is getting more rotten by the day under Democratic leadership, flooded with criminals, illegal aliens, homelessness, and New York City is crime infested, no thanks to the sanctuary city status. It has one of the highest counts of homelessness, and New York was recently ranked as one of the most expensive states to live in. And put aside your regular expenses, New Yorkers are having their tax dollars exploited for harmful policies. Thanks to New York Governor Kathy Hochul, New Yorkers are spending more on illegals than even their own groceries, with mascots like AOC, Schumer, and now potentially Zohran Mamdani, the charismatic communist. The state is on a path of no return. Let's bring in one of the only rational voices New York has, New York Congressman Mike Lawler. Mike, talk to me about what you're planning on doing to save our state. And people need to understand this is bigger than New York. This is about saving the nation from socialist and communist policies.
No question. You know, earlier today I announced that I will be running for re-election to Congress, in large measure because there's so much we have to do. And what happens in New York doesn't just stay in New York. And we've seen, obviously, one disastrous policy after the next under Kathy Hochul and Bill de Blasio and Eric Adams. And now you have the potential of Zohran Mamdani, an avowed socialist engaging in Marxist theory, talking about seizing the means of production, banning the ownership of private property, wanting to freeze the rent and provide free busing and free transit and government-owned grocery stores. Well, today I introduced legislation, the Mamdani Act, to require the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, and the USDA to conduct a study about the impacts of government-run and taxpayer-funded grocery stores and how that might undercut small and medium-sized grocery stores, how it will impact our farmers and manufacturers. And ultimately, you need to have an understanding of how disastrous these policies are. We see coming out of Kansas City, what happens with a government-run grocery store? There's no food. And so, this is the prospects of complete disaster for New York,
right.
Not just on something like this, but obviously Wall Street leaving in droves out of New York. It's the financial capital of the world. Those buildings didn't get built through socialism and communism. They got built through capitalism and access to capital.
Yeah, Mamdani has gone on the record.
There's a lot at stake here, and we got to fight back.
We really do. We're seeing in Minneapolis, the guy who won the Democrat primary there, he's also an avowed socialist. And this Mamdani guy, he wants to defund the police. He wants to get rid of prisons. I mean, he wants to decriminalize prostitution. He wants to allocate all this money for the guy is as radical as it can get. And you've got Kathy Hochul kind of co-signing all of this. You called her out in Congress. Let's play a quick portion of that for our viewers.
Do you support giving illegal immigrants taxpayer-funded health care, yes or no?
We support giving money,
The answer is yes.
Can you refresh me as to the circumstances of the case?
He's the individual who burned the woman alive on the train.
Of course.
Should ICE have been called on him?
NYPD was handling that.
Will you sign the New York for All Act into law if it passes?
You have to wait
yes or
and
no?
see, like every other bill.
We have to wait and see?
Yes.
Governor, you can't take a position on the New York for All Act. It would put into state statute that New York is a sanctuary state. That's why you're here.
Yeah, and then you also just had an illegal alien that shot an off-duty CBP officer in the face. And you had Attorney General Tish James saying, well, this or that, making excuses. I mean, this is the sad state of our Democrat leadership here.
No question. They have failed New York and New Yorkers. And the fact is they're spending billions of dollars to provide free housing, clothing, food, education, health care to illegal immigrants. They're giving them debit cards and really continue to have policies that allow people to commit crimes and not be held accountable. You saw in New York City under cashless bail and sanctuary state and city policies, illegal aliens were committing crimes and being released back out onto the streets to reoffend. It's outrageous, and especially when you see what just happened with that off-duty Border Patrol agent being shot in the face. It is truly sickening. The policies that have been enacted from the standpoint of public safety, from the standpoint of enforcing our immigration laws in this country, and holding those who commit violent crimes accountable. And Kathy Hochul has failed to do her job, and it's why she should be defeated in 2026.
What do you think about AOC and Chuck Schumer? Where they're quiet on a lot of this. And this Mahmoud Khalil that AOC was championing as this great hero, you know, of the left. I mean, the guy refused to even condemn Hamas terrorists. Why is it that they always try to make heroes out of people that hate America, that hate Jews? I don't understand what's going on.
It's really breathtaking, and he was given multiple opportunities on CNN to answer the question and just condemn a terrorist organization, and he refused. And he's talking about civilians. I mean, Hamas has been the oppressor of the Palestinian people. If he wants the Palestinian people to be free, he should be calling for Hamas to be removed from power, period. But he won't do that. And yet, here he is in the United States spewing the propaganda of a terrorist organization. You have Democrats on Capitol Hill welcoming him with open arms, meeting with them, posting about their meetings, treating him like he's some kind of hero, when in fact what he is doing is sowing hate and anti-Semitism here in America. It's really unfathomable. And then you have Chuck Schumer, the highest-ranking Jewish official in American history, saying nothing, ungats, zip, zilch, nada. He is a disgrace. As they say in Yiddish, he's a shanda. It's a disgrace. And Chuck Schumer should be embarrassed. He's so afraid of AOC and Zohran Mamdani that he can't even muster the courage to call out this insanity in his own party.
Ungats, I like that. A shanda. Congressman Mike Lawler, thank you so much for joining us. All right.
Thank you.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.